Hello everyone, I'm Cbat007 and welcome back to Night of the Full Moon. Unfortunately, we have a bit of bad news. My computer's memory ran out just a little bit into the last run, hard 6. So y'all won't be able to see that because it didn't end up recording, and there's no easy way for me to go back and repeat the process. But it was a pretty good run, pretty standard night run, and we're on to the last hard difficulty of night, it looks like. Reduced hand size to 3, which can be quite trying at times, but if we could get some good draw cards, we should be fine. You'll notice there is no reward up here for this one. We have unlocked all the night rewards, which is, not bad, not necessarily a bad thing. We have some good options now, hopefully we'll get. I mean, we saw the strength of some of the fairy blessings we've unlocked. We haven't been able to see the strength of the burning one. We tried to, I believe, last video that was uploaded. And if we could get a bizarre room, that one truly shows the strength off, but we didn't, which is unfortunate. But we'll hop into this one and see how it goes. And I kind of talked about last time where we will most likely, going forward, switch it up a bit and not just do one class at a time, but that's really up to everyone and what they want. I think we're going to go Skeleton Amulet. It's usually pretty good. Prevents damage 8 or higher once each combat, and a max health boost. And a modest chest to start off. Stone Skin is useful, but it's not something we need right now. Divine Strike, however, very, very helpful. Divine Strike is virtually the only healing we could get as this class. So it's something I'm always willing to pick up.
The depths of the forest are...
And you're done so.
If you must insist on going...
I think it was last run, the one that y'all didn't get to see, that we saw the beggar at like Act 2 or 3, which is really weird to see. Because you always see him the first act there. I don't know if I've ever seen him beyond just this first zone. So it was a little weird to see him there, unexpected. Yes, a level 2 Angel's Blessing will be great.
Crows know a lot of things.
So far this run looks like a pretty standard run. We have nothing major to push us one way or the other to build a specific way. Most likely just gonna go for a tower shield like we usually do. But we'll see what happens. We have our nice Divine Strike, which helps us out. And, round shield to start off is not terrible. It's a level 1 round shield, but we can level it up with our active ability down here pretty quick to be fairly useful. Both of these are pretty useful cards. Unfortunately, neither of them leveled up a ton, but Sacrifice is always useful, a free card draw,
it's going to be more
and another
in the
action
forest.
point, just for 1 damage to ourselves. It's not terrible. And the very first time we played, we showed up the strength of Martyr's Sword and the strength of dealing damage to yourself. So there is no problem with us going that build again if we get a chance. Charge Strike is normally what we go for, but a support helps us a ton because it's just an extra guaranteed attack card and a card draw.
Wine. I want more wine.
Well, we don't have any wine, sir. But what we do have is death. If you would like to borrow some, I can give it. Ah, you jerk. He made us discard all our non-attack cards. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's the way the game is played, and there's the strength of support. Every turn we will just guaranteed get more bang for our buck, so to speak. This guy's gonna get a fair amount of damage off on us, which it is what it is. He's done so. Yeah, if we can get more than 1 support in our deck, we're gonna be golden. Here we got our upgrade. We're gonna definitely upgrade that round shield. Check out the shop. Another Clockwork Horse. We always go Clockwork Horse. It is just one of the better equipments to get. Not the best equipment.
I only carry the
Braveheart.
quality
Yep.
goods.
And a wonderful collection right there.
Hey, you wanna see
So it
my
looks like a standard equipment build so far.
anyone
With the
would
start
go
of
out
what we're
during
going
a
to be
full
doing
moon?
here. Double Strike is really good because Double Strike allows us to do that, and that, and that. And there's the strength of support. for stuff like this, for every 2 attack cards you play, support counts as an attack card, and it will almost always, depending on your deck build, it will give you more attack cards, so it's kind of like 2 attack cards for the price of 1, guaranteed to proc stuff like Dirks or Poison Daggers. Another sacrifice? Alright.
Let's see who's here.
It cost us 20, we do not have enough, but with 2 sacrifices, we can easily give up our action point if need be. Especially if we could get a tower shield, we will not need a base action point. We'll have enough action point generation just in our deck to not have to worry about it. It's unfortunate to draw support at the start of the combat, but it is what it is. Yeah. You're not going to kill us, because we're too powerful. Draw that support. Lightning Strike at the last is not helpful, because it deals, Lightning Strike gives us 1 bonus damage for the rest of the turn. And an equipment slot, give us that round shield right away. Yeah, round shield right now is probably better than Clockwork Horse, because the armor is at the start of our turn rather than the end of our turn, which will help for things like the piercing attack we have.
Even if it's bad,
and now that we can level it up, the piercing attack will deal 1 more damage for every 4 points of armor. That is 1 more point of damage. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's something. We're gonna wait to see.
I'm more like driftwood.
What does that mean? What is that?
Crocodiles don't cry only because they're never sad.
I'm a more like driftwood. I'm confused as to what that means, but hey, I don't judge. So unfortunately, it is that our 1 defensive card right now is that Angel Blessing. We're kind of relying on it as much as we can. Other than that is 4 armor at the start of every turn, and 2 armor at the end. So 6 armor per turn is not terrible for the first boss. He is not going to be dealing too much damage to us throughout most of the game, or throughout most of this fight. And we have our healing attack, which will probably level up next chance we get, because it heals us based on how much damage it deals, which is why Storm Strike's also really powerful, because we can combine the 2 to make a stronger heal. Might as well end him. I have no idea what he just said. He just said something. Bitter War is good. Actually, with how our action point generation is going, Bitter War will probably be more useful than the other one.
I only carry
we want that.
Quality.
You know what? We'll grab another Dirk. And we have enough money to upgrade something. We're going to upgrade this, like we said, just for an extra little bit of a heal. We're close to another upgrade here. So overall, we're doing pretty good. And once again, I'd like to apologize for the delay in videos. Hopefully we'll get back to 1 a day here. Trample's good, but Assault's probably the best option for us. And Shipborne Artillery is what we're looking for. Yeah, if we could get back to 1 video a day, that'd be preferable. Swift Strike's awesome. Card draw.
Even if it's bad iron, I can make it a treasure.
There's what we're looking for.
Taste it.
But I've been a little under the weather, actually a fair amount, for like apparently a month now. It's been since before
Don't miss it.
Before Thanksgiving that I just started to feel bad.
Didn't you know that?
Sorry, my brother messaged me. We're coordinating Christmas gifts for the family.
I'm soon.
Oh, yeah. And there's the strength of Shipboard Artillery just every time we get it. We're hoping for more equipment slots, and Absolute Defense is useful for us. Cowardly Collector sucks, but maybe we can grab an equipment slot before we face him. You know what? Hey, you could have 1 free damage, sir. Mostly because I'm going to get this. Oh, Angel Mirror for 6 free damage. Bonus damage. Oh, and guess what? I get a support because the first attack card I play is tripled, which is why that did so much damage. But there was almost no way he's going to be able to even touch us this combat. As long as we draw realistically anything. I mean, there we go.
Great for dating.
I don't know what the heck is wrong with that dude, but I mean,
Flowers and wine.
free
are for
upgrade. We will
beautiful
upgrade
women.
our piercing attack as we usually do.
Don't miss it.
There wasn't much useful in here. Nothing I
When
need.
a plague damages the world, ghosts are dancing.
Me, I
God
guess.
favors people with faith. So
God does.
do demons.
That is also true. God favors people with faith, but so do demons.
Fades like a leaf.
That dude, profound statements, actually.
We have
Surprisingly
it.
profound. Ah, it's Christmas, dwarf, perfect for the Christmas season up and coming. Actually, we're going to Sacrifice, we're going to Brave Heart, and we're going to Bitter War. And what Bitter War is going to do is this support will draw the other supports we just shuffled into our deck. This will allow us to just, like, kill this guy pretty much. I mean, that's not useful. That's also not useful. We're saving our action point, hopefully, so Execute will help us. We were hoping to draw a Lightning Strike earlier for the bonus damage, or at least, yeah, he's dead. At least
no fun. I didn't get any presents from you.
Divine Strike to heal ourselves. We were hoping for an equipment slot there. Soul Strike, we're not going to get as much use out of it as we would like. The 6 maximum health overall is probably more helpful, and we don't need Soul Strike in our deck right now. We'll see if this collector's nice to us today. Bitter War?
Joys and
Oh yeah,
treasures
easy.
are there for me.
Give us that money. 20 gold. Pretty good for a, excuse me, just a basic fight. And some good experience.
My crystal ball has told me everything.
Has your crystal ball told you everything? Yeah. That's weird, because you're about to lose! Yeah. Temporary copy of it. I have enough armor, you're not gonna be able to do anything. But you did draw a max level basic attack. Whatever. Let me do that. Draw a card. Yep. That's nice. Put up some defense, sacrifice a bit. Bitter War we will hold on to. Man, lady, you should probably try and get some stronger attacks. Clockwork Force. Sacrifice you. Hoping to draw my heal there. Didn't happen. Just so I can be maxed out for the next combat, you know. Doesn't hurt to heal up when you can.
It is toxic.
It is toxic
Here come
indeed.
human beings
Still hoping for
again.
more equipment
What
slots.
great
I mean, our equipment's not amazing right now. Storm Strike's really helpful. Oh yeah, Storm Strike took effect 3 times. That's muy caliente, as they say. Oh, well, this is a. Just die.
Pharmacists.
Just
They
die.
always
Just
take
die.
away my
You
companion.
drug that on longer
You
than you had to. We're gonna upgrade our Storm Strike. That way, if we get it off first turn again, it's just gonna be. Wow! This is, yeah, we need some equipment slots. That was a
In
good
the world of water,
good bit of equipment.
I dominate.
And we go ahead and just do this 3 times. And we equip that because fire is doubled, and you're dead. Man, that was unfortunate for you. Yes, give me an equipment slot. Probably don't need you. With the way our deck is structured right now, Poison Dagger might actually be better.
You can drink. What
We're gonna
you
get
can
rid of Execute.
imagine.
Yes, it's helped us in a couple combats, but overall, it's generally less useful than others. Whirlwind Attack's good, but Whirlwind Attack doesn't trigger things like that trigger off playing attack cards, so it's not as useful as I had thought it once was. I was hoping to draw something better than this, but, you know, you do what you can. There we go. 2 stacks of poisons on him, not bad. Still hoping for a chance to also get more supports in our deck. If we get one of those abilities that lets us double a card in our deck, we might do that. Plenty is no plague, as it is, a fairy blessing. It's possible for this person to give us it. Competitive is even better. We will give up our max health for some money. We will then buy the Martyr's Amulet because we can. Yeah, boy, 2 equipment slots. They can equip all they want. The card draw. Card draw is probably better for what we're going for. Another poison dagger would be nice. We need some offense there, which is why we switched out those. Lightning blade, perfect for what we're going for. We'll definitely be able to grab it also. Bizarre rune, there it is. Not gonna help us a ton this time, but
is very important.
right. What can we get rid of? No, definitely not getting rid of that. We'll get rid of basic attacks. Another Dirk. I can't complain too much. It's not super great, and Charge Strike, always amazing.
Yeah, it's your call.
1 second, everyone. I don't care. Okay. Okay. Alright, do that. And we're gonna actually support 3 times, which literally gave us nothing, unfortunately. But hey, he's dead still.
You to death.
Yeah, you're gonna bleed me to death or eat me to death, whatever you say.
This place does not belong to you.
Are you sure about that? It feels like it belongs to me.
Cannot pass here.
I can't. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna Swift Strike 3 times. Yeah, boy. Sacrifice for a bunch of those. We're then going to throw all of this out. A wonderful collection for that. Bitter War to get copies of everything there. Get a bunch of armor. Do that, which will give us another support. A Swift Strike, always useful. And 4 stacks of poison is not bad for turn 1, considering he's almost dead. And he finally gets to play. 2 round shields. I believe both of these round shields are maxed out. We don't have any of the close combat, nice. The close combat, ability action cards. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, let's heal up. Take 1 less damage, deal a bunch of damage, play that out. Because the close combat, and it's something we've complained about a little bit before, it's something I wish you could change. The close combat card, that'll stack with our Bizarre Rune nicely. The close combat card's nice.
Check these out.
We really wish we could get that, but there's no way we can, because there's no way for us to get money. So we'll see about next one. The close combat card equips a Dirk and a level 1 round shield. It'd be really nice if you could upgrade that card to be a higher level round shield, because that level 1 round shield is virtually useless. We're going to grab a copy of support, because the other 2 fairy blessings there were not great. And like we were saying at the start of this, that question was helpful. And we're going to take the money. You know what? We're gonna take that.
Who's here?
But card draw is super important in this level of hard mode, due to the fact that your hand size is extra limited. Unfortunately, we drew both of our supports. Well, fortunate or unfortunate, whatever way you want to look at it. Might as well as use Bizarre War, just because it gives us an extra card draw. Unfortunately, that card draw didn't do anything for us. Yeah, he will exile or exhaust. What do they call it in this game? I believe exile. Yeah, he will exile 1 random card from us every turn. Get a sacrifice out. Hopefully draw our heal. Well, we drew it right when he died. Well, whatever. But there you saw the strength of what our deck can do at this point, where we will just constantly be able to draw and play and draw and play. We're gonna save that upgrade, Smith. Hopefully, if we get a chest that's a good card that's unupgraded, we can quickly upgrade it. A good equipment we need upgraded. Beast Trap, Lightning, gain some more, -1 damage. Throw out the Soul Strike, get both of our supports, throw the Bizarre Rune, throw that out, and you're done.
The snow monster is in love
there,
with the stone.
like it looked like there, we had next to nothing in our hand. But all of, ooh yeah, I forgot about this. So here's something special once we get up to this level of difficulty. We get Grandma's Blessing, which is just a great help from here on out. Once per battle, it'll start in your hand every turn, and you get to choose an extra card from 3 cards. So it just gives you a bonus card at the start of every combat.
Resentment
Here, we'll show off. We'll show it off right now.
No
So it doesn't count as one of your
choice
card
for
draws.
either of us.
Right there. And we'll see what it gives us. So we could discard our hand and get armor, or a Soul Strike. The reason we're going to choose Soul Strike is because it's an attack card and we can Bitter War it. For more in our deck, we're going to activate that 3 times, which activates Smith support, heal up to full, could have Lightning Bladed, and just ended him anyways.
But who knows?
Upgrades, we're going to get the money.
These
Gonna go for max
potions will
health there,
change
70
your
max health overall is pretty good.
Check these out.
We're gonna get
find
boxing.
what you
Boxing's really good
need.
for our deck build. Nothing else there helps us. Unfortunately, no tower shields.
Where's my
Right when I say it. The game knows what it does. We can, of course... Horseshoe? Nah, Clockwork Horse is probably the best one to remove for a tower shield. And you remove for Lightning Blade, just because overall that's more DPS. Another Poison Dagger would probably be better in place of this because of how fast our card draw is, but
Use the best
it's
material.
still nothing worth upgrading.
Check
We're
these
probably going to
out.
want this Double Strike. That Double Strike will help us a ton.
I'll send you to hell.
Especially if we... What is this? What is this? Hand! Grandma, help us out here. Yeah, Dragon Scale Armor is going to help us out quite a bit. Thank you for the support, game. Literally. Oh, man, this dude thought he had the victory, but it turns out he's just going to kill himself. Bear Trap, our Beast Trap, will deal damage to him based on the cards in his hand or cards in his deck. Cards in his hand every time he plays a card. Very useful for us. Throw this out. And we're hoping for another... Oh, we're at max HP. I was hoping to see my heal, but he did not deal any damage to us. Unfortunate for him, that is. We got 2 more level ups in total. Hoping for at least 1 more equipment slot. If we could get an equipment slot for both of them, I would be happy. He is going to counter our first card every turn, which is perfectly fine by me. It allows us to equip all of these. Our first attack card will be tripled, so let's just do this. There we go. Bizarre Wound. And heal up. Nice. So far, yeah, we have a pretty useful deck going on. Bluff, each character draws 3 cards, the enemy's cards are non-attack cards. It's a card draw for us, which is what we really want. What our deck is focused on right now is just a ridiculous amount of card draw. We have, like we were talking about, enough action point gain in our deck with 2 different sacrifices. And a Battle Horn. Hey, yo. That's awesome. Sacrifice. We'll take a little bit of damage this turn, but the Battle Horn is going to just destroy for us. Every time we play an attack card, we will draw, which is what Battle Horn does. We were hoping for our heal, but we didn't get it, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we have barely any damage on us. Might as well as not waste this upgrade, get a stronger attack, but hey. Fires of Rage. This card's okay, but, like, it's never been super helpful
I
for
only
us.
carry the highest.
What are we want Double Strike, don't we? Yeah, so we're gonna wait on you.
Death is followed by human.
Death.
What do you want to know?
I want to know how to kill you. Is that okay? Do we want Dragon Scale Armor or Boxing? Dragon Scale Armor, of course. Boxing would have probably been slightly better. There we go. Gonna throw out a Braveheart, gonna throw out a heal, a crush, a support. Gonna equip this, draw 3 more cards. Doesn't matter what he drew because they will never be played, I'm sure. With the amount of card draw we have, we just might be able to end him before he can do anything. And that'll be our whole strategy throughout the rest of this. We will have a rather difficult Martyr's Sword is helpful. I
The dead will come
might not
back.
have enough money for Double Strike since I got Martyr's
Why
Sword,
should I bother?
but Martyr's Sword's really good. We can equip it. Then we can Grandma's Blessing for a crush. What crush will do after we sacrifice is do a ton of damage. There we go. Play that, play that. Just pretty much just throw our whole hand at the enemy every turn. Steal a bunch of piercing damage, throw that out. Didn't get as much card draw as we were hoping. His Fire Breath was prevented by our Skeleton Amulet, which is perfect. And we were able to keep 2 armor, which isn't a ton, but Beast Trap mixed with Bizarre Rune, both are a great combination. And a Martyr's Armor, there we go. Our sword will now take effect every turn. We're gonna bluff, we're gonna heal up all the self-inflicted damage we've done. Get rid of all of his action points so he cannot Fire Breath this turn. Sacrifice for our Clockwork Horse, just to deal bonus damage. 18 armor's not amazing, but it'll be good enough, considering he can't Fire Breath. And you'll see, he's taking a bunch of damage. That was 5 damage pretty much per card play. That was a lot of damage to us, unfortunately. We're gonna gain some defense, we're gonna do that, we're gonna roll, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Support. Support. Come on, give me my heal. Yeah. This game doesn't want to play nice, but that's fine. We could use another heal. We definitely want more equipment slots. We're gonna just throw the smithy at an upgrade because
I need a fortune, my friend.
you need a fortune. Well, I'm gonna win this combat because you let me draw a bunch of bonus cards, and you're gonna see why that's a bad idea. Yeah, why not? Draw more card draw. Why not? Gain an equipment. There we go. We're gonna deal 3 bonus lightning damage for every card we play. Notice those will deal 9 damage now. There we go. That was a pretty good turn. Not amazing, not terrible. He's gonna be able to deal a ton of damage to us. Shouldn't be able to kill us. I mean, most of his damage is burned the first turn, especially when he throws out all his burns. He doesn't have enough action points to play that. And I think we're just gonna win. You know, I feel like winning right now, you know? Don't you feel like winning? Martyr, Surge. Yeah. Bitter War. Support, so we could draw 2 more supports. Hoping for a lightning strike somewhere in here. Hoping for that lightning strike that's in our. Oh, I guess we'll get a heal. We'll get a heal. Lightning strike's not coming, so whatever. There it is. It just waited till the end. We could have waited and healed up 2 more HP, but whatever. Another equipment slot. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed.
Today.
Lightning Rune? Bizarre Rune? Bizarre Rune's what we're gonna... What game? No, I don't think. Bizarre Rune helps us unless we have this equipped at the same time. And... the only thing I'd be willing to get rid of is Horseshoe, which makes us focus mostly on offense, which I guess is what we've been doing all game.
Don't miss it.
If we can get Vampire Sword, there is nothing that will stop us. We have enough offense. We were just pointing out our focus on offense. That level 3 attack is bonus damage. This is draw 3 cards though. Let's see what Grandma's Blessing gives us. Fabricate Rumors. We're gonna Boxing, which will do that. We're gonna Fabricate Rumors. We're gonna get a bunch of action points. Support. Like we usually. Ooh, Bitter War is an amazing spot for Bitter War. Like we usually want, we want to see if we can cycle up our Lightning Strike to our starting hand. Just because our Lightning Strike will enable us to deal 1 bonus damage for every card we play. Which isn't a ton, but hey, it's bonus damage. And might as well get the bonus max HP. It's not much, but... and the game's pretty much over. We're about to fight the boss. We're gonna want Vampire Sword. We're gonna want another equipment slot if we can, just because what would we put Vampire Sword? Pretty much would have to go get away with one of these for Vampire Sword, or honestly, Bizarre Rune. But, hey. Let's see what happens. Grandma's Blessing. Support or Lightning Blade? Another Lightning Blade probably helps us more in this case. Activate support 3 times. Definitely activate Flux for a Storm Strike. You know what? We're gonna copy the next card he used. Might as well get a bonus support just for some card draw. Braveheart's what we're looking for, so we can sacrifice into an absolute defense, enabling us to heal up the damage we did, get rid of all that. Here, we got a double strike anyways. Perfect. Not the best first turn, because he's not dead, but a great first turn. He has a counter. I don't remember what this dude can counter. We'll throw away an attack card just in case. He cannot counter Bitter War. We got a Tower Shield. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. He counters the 4th card you play, I believe is what that was. We'd have them. I skipped it, shouldn't have. But it's like when you play your 4th card, counter that card, and then discard your whole hand. It's really, really, really dumb and perfectly counters our entire strategy. But, hey, we're going to end up being able to destroy him anyway. So we got 4 supports in this deck. We can heal up the full. We can Storm Strike. I mean, he's dead this turn, so it doesn't really matter what we do.
We'll figure out someday.
Equipment slot? No equipment slot. Dragon Scale Armor. We should have got the money. Okay, we do have enough.
I only
Grab you.
hot.
Upgrade our last one to 5 damage, so we have nothing useless. Now, Vampire Sword. 1 health for every 4 damage. Honestly, we're probably gonna get rid of Tower Shield. And let's see how this goes. So we have one of the harder bosses in the game, the Cursed Werewolf. He does get to go first, but his first turn is always the same, where he has this stealing power. He just gets 4 random fairy blessings. He usually gets this. This is a common one for him, where he'll revive. Counter an enemy's card each turn. That is unfortunate for us. But we have a pretty good amount of stuff. We're actually going to copy the next card we play and copy a Grandma's Blessing. We're going to get greed. Gotta throw another Grandma's Blessing out for a Horseshoe, because we do need a little bit of defense here. We're going to greed it up, which is fine, because we can support into our other support. And by the end of this turn, we should have most of our cards played out, which is pretty useful. That's what we're looking for. Get rid of all his action points, so he doesn't come back at us with some stronger stuff. Storm Strike him for some fun. We have a bunch of card draw, which helps with the first card counter. He has 6 poison for 1 turn, is pretty good. He also has a level 2 fencing, which deals 2 additional damage, which will be horrible for stuff like the longbow, which will be 3 damage rather than 1 damage. He did get a little bit of damage through, which is fine. Our damage, oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we have Martyr's Amulet and Martyr's Sword, so our first attack will be doubled. We're gonna get rid of that, because it's not huge. And then we're just gonna let him have a taste of all 2 Vampire Swords. Sir, you are done. You are done if you draw a sacrifice, which is not, which is fine. We have Bizarre Rune plus Bear Trap. Every card he plays, we're gonna heal 1. And we have enough armor generation that we shouldn't have to worry too much about everything he does. I don't believe he personally has a way of getting rid of our equipment. We are not going to deal damage this turn, which is unfortunate. We can get rid of Angel Blessing. We're going to want all his equipment. Dirk, Braveheart, into another card draw. Crush. 2 uses of support. Bitter War would have been useful. Yeah, we have less damage due to this, and he has a bunch of poison on us, but we have 11 poison on him. We do have a bunch of prayers coming in, so we hopefully can stack up more armor. We're gonna have to focus on that. He did just get a crazy axe, which is not good. unless we get really lucky and from our you know what card I'm thinking of. He countered the card. We're gonna let him counter sacrifice. There we go. Storm Strike. Support. Another Storm Strike. Which lets us lethal weapon it up. Thank you. Unless we get lucky to get one of the attacks that removes equipment from our enemy, from our strength card that gives us a random attack. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, another prayer. Come on, can you stop drawing cards? Another card draw. Another card draw. Another card draw. Like, look at that. He just got rid of all of our armor and we were set. We're gonna want to stack armor this turn. Oh, I forgot he counters a free card. Luckily, we draw 2 supports here. Braveheart. We need one of the ones that destroys enemies. Enemies' equipment or prayers. So there goes. We're probably dead. Yep. Alright. Well, that was unfortunate. We'll give it one more try because we have a pretty good deck. But that shows the true strength of this dude. The only reason we lost is he just has this card. This card's really hurting us on our defensive side. Grandma's Blessing into a Greed. No, do we want a Greed? Yeah, we want a Greed. Draw 3 cards. Martyr's Sword. Support ourselves. Let's go ahead. Equip. Get that out. Throw a Greed out. We'll discard all that, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We can hack back into doing that. Horseshoe. We really need more survivability, which is, we might have to, if we do want to beat this guy, we might have to go back and change our starting equipment. He just does too much burst damage was the issue. He gets to counter something. We'll let him counter lethal weapon. We'll copy this card. Which makes this turn not super useful. But what we're hoping for out of our wonderful collections is defensive equipment that'll give us a bunch of armor. Because we realistically just need to stack a ton of armor. We're not going to be able to play a single card this turn because of his amazing amount of counters. We'll let him counter a Dirk. The wonderful collection, Crazy Axe, not helpful. This is not the type of stuff we want to see because our max HP is not enough to handle this. And that's the worst card he can pretty much play is what he played last time, where he gets to counter 2 free cards. Dang, he dealt a lot of damage. All that damage and we didn't heal anything? Let him counter a Dirk so we can tower shield. Bluff, because we really need some heals. We should be able to heal up to full. Maybe. Because if we don't heal up to full, we're probably dead again. We'll go ahead. You know, we should have used this earlier. Stack some armor up. We'll be fine this turn. But next turn, we're probably gonna bite the bullet. Yeah, every card he plays. It's every attack card, I think, technically, which is unfortunate if he plays an attack card, yeah. Yeah, we heal up for every attack card he plays, but look at that. He stacks damage way too well for us to be able to handle anything. The main reason we're losing this, we'll give it a couple more tries to see. This is the main reason we're losing. It's +1 damage, +2 damage, just to everything. So that lightning dagger he equips. That is +1 damage for every attack card you play. But it's +4 damage it was, so it's 5 damage for every attack card he plays. And as you noticed, he plays a bunch of attack cards. We're going to do this. Why are we going to do that? Because we're going to get our cards. We're going to be able to sacrifice. No, I want Wonderful Collection, please. Or Wonderful Collection. He's going to be able to support a couple times. Tower Shield, Martyr Sword, the Dual Destinies for a bunch of bonus damage. Now, we are going to suffer this first turn, but we should be able to recover because it's only the first turn, but there goes our entire second turn. 1 sec, my girlfriend, or my fiance is calling me. I will have to... Sorry for that, my fiance called and just to talk about some stuff. Now, where were we? So he didn't deal too much damage, but we're not gonna be able to play too much this turn. But this... Thank the Lord! If you didn't see it real right quick, man, how many pranks did he put in our deck? Apparently all of them. So we had him discard his counter card. He would have drawn another one for skipping our whole turn, pretty much, is what that card does. We have 2 Dragon Scale Armors, which is not going to be enough. That's 2 total damage reduction, but he stacks damage really well, as we talked about, although this is a good hand. We'll let you counter Sacrifice, because we need Angel's Blessing. We're going to Bitter War, copies of everything here. Grab another Dirk so we can boxing it up. Get rid of all your action points so you cannot play your card again. Unfortunately, this turn we are literally dealing 0 damage. It says 50% reduced, but it's realistically 0. Like, look at that, we're just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. But the main reason we wanted to play everything anyways is because it stacks up our poison counter, and that might help us. When we might have to, like we were saying, change our starting equipment. That's a lot of boxings. Storm Strike will help us overall. We're gonna have to let him cancel that Storm Strike so we can Braveheart, do another Storm Strike. I don't know why we're just drawing only our pranks all in a row, but that's really quite annoying. Here we go, here we go. This feels like it's pretty good. Not a ton of poison, but we didn't get rid of his action points, so that's gonna screw us over hardcore. He is going to draw his whole deck and be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Yeah. We heal up for every attack card he plays, but we do not heal up enough. Let him counter hack. Then we're gonna bluff. There you go. We need Angel's Blessing for the armor. Was hoping to draw a Sacrifice. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Bitter War would have been nice. Oh yeah, he played Frailty on himself. What a Mormon. If he doesn't kill us this turn, we can win. But he can kill us this turn because we only have 19 armor. Luckily, he's just equipping a bunch of stuff. That's not good. Okay, a lot of low-level attacks, some high attacks. Where the heck did that... We healed! We have health! Game! I'd like to call a ref in. If you'll notice carefully, what happened was he played Omni Slice, right? Which does a lot of little damages a little bit at a time. So he dealt little damage, then we healed, little damage, and we're supposed to heal, but it calculated all the damage before it calculated the heal, which is not what's supposed to happen. I call BS on that. We'll try. We can kill this guy. We can kill this guy, but we might have to switch out our Poison Dagger, probably. It is not helping us. Probably switch out Poison Dagger for the Tower Shield, honestly. Alright. Storm Strike is the best bet there, isn't it? Mostly because we'll throw a shield block into our deck, you know? We're gonna draw 2 cards. We're gonna draw 2 cards, hoping for a Sacrifice. Because we want to play bluff. We're not going to get it, which is fine for turn 1. Shield block. Discard Angel's Blessing. Oh yeah, he has that shuffles 4 pranks into our deck at the start of his turn. That's why we're getting screwed over so hard. Well, this is dumb. We'll let him counter that because we have both of our Sacrifices, allowing us to Wonderful Selection, Bluff, and Absolute Defense. Martyr's Armor will help us a fair amount, actually. The main problem we're going through right now is our deck is a little slow. in that we have to equip all of our equipments to really be powerful.
Cannot understand my pain.
We cannot understand your pain. Yeah. Come on. Our deck is not great, honestly. And he can counter our whole turn right here. Like, there's a whole turn gone. Just because Dragon Scale Armor. We should have doubled Dragon Scale Armor there, actually. But that is why that card is so broken at this boss. Like, I understand he's supposed to be hard, but when he says, hey, you don't get a turn, there's no counter to that is the problem. There's nothing we could do to be like, hey, we can actually, like, fight that. No. It's just, you don't get it. Braveheart, help us out a little. That didn't help us out at all. I was hoping for an actual help. We have Tower Shield equipped now, which is armor guaranteed every turn. We have Angel's Blessing in our hand. He's just stacking poisons up. He has prayers counting down. We're dead. There is nothing we can do. He's going to counter that, which is fine. We're going to bluff. And Storm Strike. We are going to die. The reason I say that is he has 80 damage coming at us. And he also played this, so we just don't deal damage. And dealing damage is our way to heal. Like, 50% reduced and we're dealing 0? Makes no sense when we have 5 damage coming through. Half of 5 even rounded down is 2, which means every 2 cards should heal us still, but we're just healing none. Really unfortunate. You know what? Let's do it. We're going to copy our dragon. No, we're going to copy our dragon scale armor. Dragon scale armor. Horseshoe. Round shield. You. It is unfortunate that these cards are all the same every time. We're going to have to Bitter War. Then we're going to support to draw 2 more supports. We're going to sacrifice so we can absolute defense, so we can sacrifice again. Sacrifice again for an Angel's Blessing. We're going to throw all our supports out just to get our card draw and see what we're really dealing with. His first turn is going to be unfortunately lacking. Piercing attack we might save the next turn when we have some actual armor. But what we can do is shield block into piercing attack just for some extra armor. Now we have 3 shield blocks in our deck, which is pretty good. And quite a bit of armor gen. Those pranks are really unfortunate. I mean, we have quite a bit of cards in our deck. But 3 of them being pranks and us drawing them all the time is really weird. Alright. We don't get a turn. Nice. Cool game. Really cool how that happened, how we just don't get a turn.
Must.
That fencing is screwing us over hardcore. And we have to kill him 1.5 times. Yep, that lightning sword is going to destroy us. The amount of damage that lightning blade is going to get off is just game winning for him. There's our tower shield. That's a total of 3 reduced damage from every source. And I guarantee you it is straight up not going to matter. We are going to be dead this turn or next. Yep, we don't get a turn next turn. He dealt less damage than I expected. Alright. He counters 3 of our cards, which means we're just going to have to play defensively. An Angel Blessing and collection it up. Vampire Sword's not going to help us as much as I would hope. Oh, we got our supports out. That would have been nice. 32 armor's not bad. He does have 2 prayers, and he can make that countdown go faster, which I guarantee will happen. Oh, he didn't. Nice. And he didn't counter our entire hand again. Our entire turn. Nice. Bluff. Oh yeah, gets to counter cards. Super cool. That to get our supports to Bitter War. Get more supports. Switch strike. Let's just throw out all of our supports. A good amount of armor, actually. There we go. 50 armor is not awesome, but it will do for a turn, especially since we don't get a turn next turn. We do have a horseshoe out. We should be getting quite a bit of armor. Alright, you get the hack we don't need, Divine Strike we don't need, and Angel's Blessing we don't need. Switch Strike to get our supports, Braveheart to hopefully get a good attack. Not a good attack, but we did get a Switch Strike. Like that. We really drew only pranks that turn? Come on, game. That's ridiculous.
It would be the right decision.
He's gonna speed up his prayer. Crazy Axe is not good. Alright, we have enough armor to deal with his BS. We'll let him counter this so we can get a card draw off. Draw our supports. We have quite a few shield blocks, but I don't know if it'll save us. That's 40 damage coming. 44 damage because it stacks with all his bonus damage. We have 2 vampire swords, but that is not enough if he cannot survive the basic stuff. Let him counter that so we can play that. And then we could Switch Strike so we can Bitter War again. This does let us pretty much draw our whole deck every turn, which is good because it allows us to play a bunch of cards. But we didn't draw a single shield block, which is really unfortunate, because we needed the defense. We drew all 3 of our pranks again, though. We have 3 shield blocks and 3 pranks, so we drew 0 shield blocks, and every prank is a little ridiculous how that keeps happening. We only have 3 pranks in our whole deck, and we are drawing only them? That's not how that's supposed to work, game. Alright. Give it a go. Give it a go. Come on, game. Stop screwing us over. Shield block is useful. We're gonna copy our wonderful collection. Give us a dragon scale armor. Give us a dirt. We're gonna do that. We're gonna shield block our hack. There. Now we have 2 shield blocks in our deck. And they're level 2 shield blocks. We will take shield damage that's weaker than what he normally plays. I will take a shield damage. I mean, he has a total of like 80 cards in his deck. It's insane. So every time you battle him, he could be playing different things. Martyr's Armor will help us. We need a tower shield out though if we can get one. The game is not going to be nice to us. We don't get to deal damage this turn, which is really fair and fun. Yeah, if 50%, whenever he plays the 50% reduced damage card, just know you don't get to deal damage that turn. So you really have to kind of strategize around that. We will play, let him counter boxing just because the rest of our turn is going to be based around other things, like playing out a lightning strike so we can Bitter War some supports into our deck so we can draw those supports. We should have one more sacrifice allowing us to play Angel's Blessing. We have to. We need that armor. I was going to play Braveheart, but the chances I get something that helped me survive with Braveheart in our deck right now are pretty slim. We don't get a deal damage next turn, meaning we will not heal. Which is unfortunate. Let him counter that so we could have killed these 2. He doesn't get any action points next turn at least, which is nice. Get an attack card. Gonna crush. We're gonna shield block this Storm Strike. The reason I did that, the Storm Strike was temporary. The shield block is not temporary. That is why that is useful. It enables us to have permanent shield strikes in our deck. I mean, shield blocks. Shield blocks? Nah, it's not gonna tell us. Whatever they're called. In our deck, which is helpful. You can have Haxer. Competitive is not helping us as much as I would like. Absolute defense for an Angel's Blessing. And let's go. We just have to focus more on the defensive side, and we might stand a chance. Right now we have an okay setup. He doesn't have any of his really powerful prayers out, but we do not get a turn next turn. And of course he played the Frail Tale himself. A turn we don't get a turn. Like he played 5 damage and we took, what, 30 some damage there? He played a card that does 5 damage and we took about 30 damage. Support, crush, basic attack, shield block, shield block, shield block, just because we need the survivability. We are not going to survive most likely this turn, but we'll see.
What's the harm in offering it to the devil?
What's the harm in offering it to the devil? Where you generally die. Yeah, that card does 5 damage. It just did half of our health. Nice. Let him counter this. Braveheart, give us something useful. A temporary shield block. If we could get another shield block, that'd be nice, because then that shield block will become no longer temporary. We are not going to be lucky because the game hates us. It's only a level 1 shield block, too. Might as well as play it. Throw up a bunch of shields. He doesn't have a ton of piercing damage, but he is applying a ton of poison every turn. Yeah, we're dead. He chunks us way too hard. I don't even know where his damage is coming from, really. Alright, guys. No, go back. No, go back. I wanted to continue. Alright, what we're gonna do here, guys, we're gonna change this up a bit. Poison Dagger, you're not helping us too much. This combination, not helping us a ton. We're gonna go Martyr's Sword, and instead of Lightning Blade, we're going Tower Shield. And this should turn the tides in our favor. So what we did was we doubled our first damage every turn. Pretty simple. And then we also gave ourselves the Tower Shield because our early action point economy is bad and sacrifice is not helping us a ton. We're going to double our wonderful collection again just so we can get a Dragon Scale Armor and a Crazy Axe. Both quite useful. We're going to granny up a Horseshoe this time. Absolute defense. That gets 3 activations for 3 basic attacks back into our deck. Another Dragon Scale Armor. We will hack to draw 2 cards. Getting our Poison Dagger. Now, we can combine these temporary basic attacks with our shield block if we can get... Do we have a shield block in this deck? We do not. We have to hope Braveheart gives us a shield block in order for us to turn this into a profit.
I failed you.
Honestly, if I could take away... Honestly, probably fencing, because guard statue is really powerful, but it's not as bad as fencing has been to us. Realistically. Storm Strike, yes please. We don't get to deal damage this turn, but that's fine. We will get a set up for next turn. We're going to keep this sacrifice on standby for next turn.
Forbearance only breeds
We don't get a turn next turn, which is lovely.
will no longer hold back.
You will no longer hold back. We'll see. You have not really been holding back. We don't need a Dirk. We don't need that. We don't need that. We do, however, want this. This to deal a... Oh, we don't deal damage to ourselves, so we don't double damage anymore, which is fine, honestly. Bitter War. Play a boxing to give us all that. We should have played the boxing first. That's fine. Alright, Braveheart, what we need you to give us is a shield block. Although, you can already tell, the fact that we switched up to be a bit more defensive, 78 armor is more than we had the entirety of all of our other tries. So switching up our equipment realistically might have saved us there. We're going to let him counter a basic attack. It's a basic attack and we get one anyway. Storm Strike for playing both of our supports. Absolute defense. And then we just give him the old Razzle Dazzle here. Right, look at that. We barely dealt damage to him, really. We are up to 18 stacks of poison, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, I would love another Charge Strike in our deck. Because we we need to get rid of his action points. His action points are gonna... That is a lot of damage. His action points are going to screw us over in the end. We're gonna bluff, so we can basic attack into Bitter War, so we can hack. We don't have any more action point gains, which is fine, because we can do all of this. There we go. We're already turning the tides for ourselves. 100 armor. He does 23 damage. He just reds, so we just have to kill him one more time. Like I was saying, we just switch up our equipment, and we should have this in the bag. Our armor gain is a lot better, but I mean, as you can see, we had 120 armor. We now, we had less than like 30, so we had like 30 something, which is not great. Let's use all of that. Braveheart will save for next turn. We'll have to. And as long as he doesn't destroy us this turn, that is a lot of damage. He just dealt all of our armor. Did he have a prayer go off? He must have. This might be the end. We have 2 dragon scale armors, which will save us. But dang. We're gonna do that. Come on, Braveheart. A shield block. You know, you love to see it. Not that we'll need it. You're donezo, Mr. Werewolf. And there we have it. A simple change of equipment, and we win. So Sophia, gorgeous and charming Asian of the church, was ordered to investigate a werewolf. As she delved deeper into the case, she discovered that the werewolf was not as savage as the legends told. Instead, he lived alone in the woods out of fear that he might hurt other people. Sophia developed feelings for the werewolf, and despite the church's objection and the villagers' resentment, she was determined to be with him. She prayed for a safe place where they could live together in peace and happiness, away from all the troubles of the world. But her dream was not meant to be. When she was 9 months pregnant with the werewolf's child, the church caught her and took her away, and set a trap for the werewolf. That tells us kind of a little bit more about the story, and there you have it. Not an amazing deck, but just a simple switch up of our equipment made that fight much easier. But that'll do it for this run. I will see you all in the next one, where we will delve into the real mysteries of this game. Bye!